AITA for not engaging with my sister during my pregnancy. I 28 am now 3 months along in my pregnancy. My husband and I have been trying to conceive for many years. My sister Turtif had offered be our surrogate if it come down to it, and I would have paid every cent of that. We have always had a rocky relationship, so the fact that she brought this up meant a lot to me. Not long after she had asked for childcare for one of her daughters. She has a 9-year-old girl and the youngest girl who would turn 1 in a month. I am a state licensed in home daycare. I can't just take up one kid when I have a ratio to maintain. Also, she wanted it to be for free, which I didn't agree to. It would only be for a week, sure, no problem. But her regular daycare lady had an emergency and couldn't watch the children for that week. I couldn't accommodate that, especially if I needed to remove one paying child for another who won't pay me. It's not as if she was asking for care outside of my work hours. This is my job. Anyway, we ended the conversation on a good note and had small conversations after that. I never knew how much this conversation had impacted her until recently. To point out, we never set up anything official to have her be our surrogate, as my husband and I were still going through our infertility testing and dealing with all of that. A month after that childcare conversation was her daughter's first birthday party. It was 70s theme, and I offered to buy the decorative cookies. At the party, she never talked to us. Not a hello, not a thank you for the cookies and the gift. She had called people over to take pictures with the baby, but never us. Handed the baby off to everyone, not us. She even bought our immediate family matching 70s outfits. Except for us, our parents, our brother and his daughter, and then her family, which are the 2 girls, and her youngest's father all had matching outfits. We left there feeling uncomfortable and embarrassed for being left out. I didn't know what to think, but because I've dealt with her similar tendencies in the past, I forgot about it, especially because my husband and I still were focusing on trying to conceive through infertility, and I wanted to stay positive and focus on that. I had messaged her if I could take the girls out to hang out. I was left on read. For the next few weeks I was left on read or just got a short no. If anyone out there is a childless aunt or uncle who adores their little ones, you'd understand how much this hurt. Finally, I was tired of the lack of communication and demanded help as to when I could see them, or more than just a no again. She replied no. It's just no, and when I tried to call her immediately after she'd blocked me, my heart was completely broken. She left me blocked for the next 8 months. I haven't seen her or the girls in person until I found out I was pregnant. I was so over the moon. I was so high, no one could touch me. I immediately told everyone, my parents and brothers, and she still had me blocked. To my surprise, my sister had come to my door that day with congratulatory balloons. I was so confused since we hadn't talked for 8 months. We barely talked since she'd brought the girls with her, and I was playing with them until they left. Later that day I got a text from an unknown number. It was my sister. She told me the reason she was upset with me was because I wouldn't watch my niece for free. She said, why would I be your surrogate when you couldn't watch your niece? I was livid. The reason that I was pushed away from seeing the girls was because she was mad at me. I had seen her use the girls like that before when our mom made her mad many years ago, and she refused to let her see them. And even the eldest from her own father, even though they have a court agreement and he's allowed to see her, I just never thought she'd do that to me. In her text, she explained that she wants to be there for me during my pregnancy, and that she basically couldn't go on without me knowing the reason for why I was upset, even though she had blocked me for 8 months without a reason as to why. I only responded with, and I didn't know how much it meant to you, and I'm sorry for that, but I have a busy and a house to run. I literally can't afford to take in children for free. Asked her to understand, but once again she left me on read. Now that I'm 3 months pregnant, I'm not interested in trying to build a relationship with her or having her involved in the pregnancy. I feel like she put me in my place when she kept the children from me, and after countless times of asking to see them, I'm very emotional right now. Me can't take another rejection if I asked for them now. I'd rather just keep them all at a healthy distance. AITA?